Previously on
Okay, I
Alan
skipped it.
Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice?
Okay, we're back.
Alice?
Previously. I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Take it. Am I like a baby now? 30 years ago. I look the same. Is that my dad?
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Wow, it is the worst weather I've ever seen. It's like changing things. Oh, look at the window. Okay, sorry. Distracted. I always forget about my... Did we get a TV? Did I knock over the box? No. Oh, it's like a bunch of self-help books. Stupid. I'll be back there in a minute, wife. Going over here. I need to do some laundry. Okay, I'll talk to her. But first, ooh, what's in here?
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
That was the most boring radio thing I've ever... Oh. Oh, now I have to come out of the closet. I'm gay now. Okay, wife. Wife? She's gone. Where'd she go? Oh, wait, this is my room. Manuscript. Oh.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red, a gruesome slushy.
That would be a gross
dissolved
slushy.
all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Oh! His wife and baby must have been dead, and so he's home, and they're dead. So he's home to their death. Oh. Return to sender. What I can't forget, Alex Casey, The Things That I Want, and Fall of Casey. Oh. So there's a few Casey books. And then some pistols. Okay, wife, sorry. I was getting backstory.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh. Gotta love you, girl. Gotta love you. Well, gotta love those pictures myself, too. Back when I had that grizzly mustache thing, or facial hair that I don't have now. I was like the Beatles, like, let's go this way. Nothing. Now what do I do? Is this Photoshop? I like me some Photoshop. Photoshop all that. facial hair. I need my face. Because I need to do that. But I'm out.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan!
Oh, sorry, I was
Please
looking at my
check the
books.
fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Just get the lights back
Honey,
on
it's a
now,
power
please.
outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
And we can have some sensual times,
I know,
honey.
it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets
that's
to
right.
me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Let's make out. What a romantic scene. Let's get back to something scary. I didn't play this to be romantic. I'm just kidding. I love romance. It gets me every time.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake,
Old guy.
how are you feeling?
Like crap.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Well, thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done
Okay,
here.
okay.
If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job.
Can I
I'm
eat
sure
this
she
fish?
can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth
Shut
bass,
up, I
which
don't
is what
care.
you're after if you prefer a lure.
What?
Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you.
Bored. I'm leaving. Your office is boring. Oh gosh, more places to get lost. Hello, police.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Oh, it's the lady that's obsessed
Mr.
with
Wake,
lights.
the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Okay, is this the corridor? No.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
Like lights. Ooh, paper.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Sarah, where are you? Ooh, button.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
That was me.
Okay,
I mean, not me.
roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Oh, that was boring. Okay, so obviously I went the wrong way.
The sheriff wants
This
to
way?
see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
My gosh, is that outside?
Alice was missing. I needed help to find her. I wasn't ready to leave.
Oh, this way. Have you seen this man? He was good at winning contests. On climbing trip overdue. What happens if I actually call that number? If any of the audience wants to call that number, they can pause it.
Come
there.
in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Thank you.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
Whoa.
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
for watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr.
I
Wake.
couldn't go anywhere
You can
yet.
get there through the
I had to play
corridor.
along with the
Just
caller.
don't mind
Alice's
Walter in
life
there.
was at stake.
He's one of our regulars.
Hey,
mister!
For good.
Hey, can you turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
Shut up, Mr. Drunky. Read this first.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
I am beyond confused. This story, I don't even understand
The early
it.
morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
But there might be something over here. There isn't. Okay, I'll grab this coffee. Lovely flickering shadows. I don't know why I'm doing that.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but
Oh, Deerfest, yeah,
let's save
whatever.
it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police
he's reminded
station.
me.
There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Let's see what that is. Kick! Whoa. He kicks really hard. I'll grab this paper first. Read it first.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?